Okay, we just got a brand new trailer for Ghost of Yotei. I cannot wait for this game. Ghost of Tsushima is in my top 3 video games of all time, and with this new trailer, we got so much information, including a release date, including what the story is about, new weapons we can use, the open world, and so much more. We're gonna go through all of that here in today's video. I'm gonna give you guys everything that you need to know about this game. The first thing you need to know, it's incredibly important, is that you need to scroll down and hit the thumbs up button. We're on a brand new channel, still same old me. We're talking about all sorts of games now here on this channel. It's not just superhero related stuff like it is on the main channel. But all right, the first main thing you need to know about this game is that it is not a direct sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. So unfortunately, there is no Jin Sakai in this game. It's actually set 300 years after the events of Ghost of Tsushima. In this game, you are playing as a brand new protagonist with an all-new story. The character's name is Atsu. And we didn't know a whole lot beyond that after we had gotten the initial reveal trailer for the game at the PlayStation State of Play last year. But with this latest trailer that we just got, we now have some more information about what the story is about. Mainly, that in this game, you are hunting down 6 outlaws. And the game takes place 16 years after those 6 outlaws actually kill your family and then pin you to a burning tree, leaving you for dead. And we obviously see that moment where the outlaws are pinning Atsu to the tree. I didn't realize that the tree was actually burning, but that's clearly what's going on. They thought they had killed her. She's back for revenge 16 years later. And you actually hunt them down with that same katana. At least that's what's mentioned in the PlayStation blog. I don't know in terms of customization how all that's going to come into play, but you do start the hunt with the same katana that they pin you to the tree with. I think that's hardcore. The 6 outlaws that we're going to be fighting in this game are the Oni, the Kitsune, the Spider, the Dragon, the Snake, whose sword we actually see in the first trailer. In the first trailer, there is a shot where you see a sword with the Tsuba that has a snake on it, and it's pinned to what I imagine is like a wanted poster of Atsu. So yes, the snake, and I imagine all of these different members of the outlaws that you're gonna go after have Tsubas that match their name. I mean, we see in the newest trailer that some of them just have the mask that matches the name that they were given as well. And then finally, you have to go after Lord Saito, who I imagine is gonna be the 6th and final member of the outlaws that you hunt down. And in terms of going after these outlaws, there's an excerpt from the PlayStation blog where they detailed all of the stuff from this new trailer that I think was pretty interesting. It says here, we've only scratched the surface. In Ghost of Yotei, we've built upon and evolved the way you explore the open world, offering even more freedom and variety than in Ghost of Tsushima. You'll choose which leads to follow as you pick which Yotei 6 member you want to hunt down first. Atsu can also track other dangerous targets and claim bounties or seek out weapons sensei to learn new skills. Izo is wild and as deadly as it is beautiful. As you trek across the open world, you'll find unexpected dangers and peaceful reprieves, including some returning activities from Tsushima. And you'll be able to build a campfire anywhere in the open world for rest under the stars. We want you to have the freedom to explore Izo however you decide, and we can't wait to share more. So yeah, that's really awesome. You're gonna be able to choose yourself which one of these 6 outlaws to go after, and then you're gonna follow certain clues, and I imagine that the story's gonna play out differently for everybody. We'll see how all this is executed, but it sounds really fun, and it does allow the player to have their own version of the events of the story. And yes, as it explained there, in this game, you're going to be exploring northern Japan, Izo, and the lands surrounding Mount Yotei, which we see in pretty much all of the trailers that have been released. And then there's the splash page for the game, which has some more details as well. This is where you can go to wishlist the game right now, but it says here, an unconventional story and journey. Take in the cultural beauty of Japan, bathe in an onsen, visit shrines to pray, try sumiya painting, and so much more. Journey with Atsu in this beautiful, unique story as she forges a new, hopeful future, and then you can go beyond swords and fight to discover a story of healing and redemption. So I think from what they're saying there and kind of combining what we heard in the PlayStation blog, it does sound like the bats are returning, you know, so that's gonna be something that's nice coming back from Ghost of Tsushima, where we all got to see Jin Sakai's butt. One of the other new things that's coming to Ghost of Yotei is that there's gonna be a ton of new weapons to try out. We get to see some of these in action with the latest trailer, but then we also saw in the first reveal trailer that guns are gonna be a thing. We get to use a tempo. It was also mentioned on that same splash page for the game that dual katanas are going to be a thing too, so that's gonna be really exciting. The gameplay is so good in Ghost of Tsushima. I can't wait to see how they innovate and take it a step further with this game. It also mentions here on the splash page, stunning graphics and gameplay. Explore the wild and striking lands around Mount Yotei on foot or horseback. Travel picturesque parts of northern Japan through grasslands, snowy ridges, fields of wildflowers, and more. Engage with various characters, add to your map, and discover statues to unlock new skills. Side journeys allow Atsu to discover the rich, beautiful scenery of Japan. Yeah, I think everyone can agree if there is nothing else that works in this game, all right? If they failed on everything, they will not fail on the visuals. The graphics, the open world, all of that, it looks so beautiful. I mean, every shot that I saw in that newest trailer, in the initial reveal trailer, I'm gobsmacked by the visuals. It's so pretty to look at. And Ghost of Tsushima had one of the best photo modes I've ever experienced in any video game. I really hope that they innovate on that too with this game. So I have no doubt it's going to be one of the best looking games coming out this year. Ghost of Tsushima was for the console generation that it released on. Ghost of Yotei is probably going to be the game that sets a new bar. And it's interesting, you know, it's mentioned in the PlayStation blog and it's mentioned on that splash page for the game that there's going to be allies that you're going to run into as you're trekking across the open world. And they don't really go into it, but we did see in the reveal trailer that one of these allies it's a bit of an unconventional one. I think we're going to have a wolf companion in this game, and I do think that the latest gameplay trailer pretty much confirms it. We saw in the reveal trailer that there was this angry looking wolf. We thought, oh damn, we're gonna have to fight this guy, and then it perks its head up and it's like, oh wait, it's on our side. Are we gonna have this wolf trekking across the lands of Izo with us? And now in the gameplay trailer, first of all, we know that the Tsuba for the sword that Atsu uses at the beginning of the game, the same one that pinned her to the tree, it has these two wolves on it. And we also know that Lord Saito himself actually refers to Atsu as the little wolf. And then we see further on in that gameplay trailer a wolf attacking one of these dudes. We don't see how the gameplay plays in tandem with Atsu, but it does look like we're gonna have a wolf companion and we're gonna be able to use a wolf in the gameplay somehow. That's so sick. I can't wait to see how that's implemented. But I swear to God, Sucker Punch, if you guys do anything to that wolf throughout this story, Sucker Punch, I swear to God. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about when it comes to gameplay and a new mechanic that's introduced in this game, it was mentioned in the PlayStation blog that there's going to be a new mechanic where you actually get to explore Atsu's past and you get a glimpse into it. You're going to get a look into her childhood, maybe a bit of an understanding of her relationship with her family, and it might make you a bit more pissed off or sad, depending on how you look at it, at what the Yotei 6 did to her family at the start of this game. And yes, we do get to see this mechanic in action. We see it really quick right before they flash the release date for the game in the newest trailer. And so speaking of that, yes, Ghost of Yotei is going to be releasing on October 2nd. So it is coming out this year. It's going to be coming out during that fall time. It might be in the crosshairs of one GTA 6. We have no idea. I know I'm still going to be setting aside some time to play this game, all right? Don't get me wrong. I'm going to put a ton of hours into GTA 6, but that's if it comes out this year, okay? We still don't know that for sure. And yeah, pre-orders are going to be opening up on May 2nd. Right now, you can wishlist the game, but on May 2nd, you will have the opportunity to pre-order the game, and we do have some looks into pre-order bonuses and some of the different additions for the game that are coming out. So first off, just the regular pre-order content. This is just if you're going to get the base edition of the game. If you pre-order it, you're going to be getting an in-game mask that you can see there on screen and a set of PlayStation avatars. That is Atsu on the left and then the Yotei 6 that we can see there. And then we got the digital deluxe edition. Now, if you pre-order this, you're going to get those same pre-order bonuses that I just showed you, but on top of that, you're also going to get the snake armor, a digital deluxe armor die, a digital deluxe horse and saddle, a sword kit, a charm, and traveler's maps, which is an early unlock. And when they say early unlock, it's kind of similar to some of the pre-order bonuses that we get in the Insomniac Spider-Man games, where they give you some suits in the game earlier than if you were to just naturally play through it and unlock them yourself. So this traveler's maps is something that you're going to be able to unlock and get yourself through natural progression, but if you want the early unlock, you get that digital deluxe edition. The digital deluxe edition is going to be priced at $79.99 US, so just do the conversion there and see what it's going to cost in your local currency. And then finally, we have the collector's edition. So with that, with the pre-order, you're going to get those same pre-order bonuses from the base game, the in-game mask and the avatar set. You get the same content from the digital deluxe edition, so the snake armor, the digital deluxe armor die, the horse and saddle, sword kit, charm, and traveler's maps. You get the full game digital only, boo. But then the actual physical items you get within the collector's edition, first of all, you get the sash. This is actually the same one that you see her using in the game to clean the blood off of her katana. That's so sick. You get her katana's Tsuba with the two wolves, which is awesome. You get some art cards, a Zeni Hajiki coin game and pouch, which is going to be some mini game I imagine you play within the actual game, and then a paper Starcraft ginkgo tree. Now, that's kind of dark because that is apparently the same type of tree that she gets pinned to in the beginning of the game where the Yotei 6 think that they killed her. But, I mean, it looks kind of nice, so that's cool, I guess. And then, of course, you do get Atsu's ghost mask. That is just so sick. And it is very similar to the Ghost of Tsushima Collector's Edition. This one right here, and yes, the Ghost of Yotei Collector's Edition is going to look real nice next to my Ghost of Tsushima Collector's Edition. I can't wait to put them side by side. The Collector's Edition is going to be priced at $249.99 USD. Once again, just do the conversion in your local currency to figure out how much that's going to cost. It's honestly not that bad of a price for a Collector's Edition. Usually they're upwards of $300, so that's not too bad. And the contents within it look plentiful. I'm just still like, why are we at this point now with games where I cannot get a physical copy of a game? And the only other thing that I'm pretty bummed about is that there's no steelbook from what I can tell here. I do not see a steelbook listed in this collector's edition. That is a huge bummer. The collector's edition for Ghost of Tsushima did have a steelbook, and a lot of collector's edition for these games have a steelbook, so that's a bummer. Like I said, though, Ghost of Tsushima's pre-orders are going to begin on May 2nd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to secure your pre-order on the collector's edition, or if you just want to get your pre-order in, that's exactly when you can do so. And there you have it. That is everything that you need to know about Ghost of Yotei right now. We don't know much more. We're probably going to learn more, though, throughout this year, leading up to its release on October 2nd. I hope you enjoyed my very first video on the new channel. We're going to be covering a ton of different games here on this channel. There's so many big releases coming out this year that I can't wait to talk about with you guys. You know, we got Doom the Dark Ages, GTA 6, so much more here we're going to cover. So subscribe and turn on those notifications if you want to hear me talk about other games that aren't just superhero related like we do on the main channel. And with that being said, let me now kick it to you guys. Sound off your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you excited for Ghost of Yotei? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.